Hey, folks, welcome. This is No Bones About Wrestling, and this is AEW Weekly. I am one of your hosts, Asa. Hi. I'm going to be joined in a minute by my co host, Switch, and give our bone ratings for AEW Dynamite, AEW Collision, AEW Forbidden Door. We're going to go our top five ranked men, women, and teams in AEW this week. We're going to talk about news and rumors and all that. And Switch is here, and we'll get started in just a minute. What's up, Switch? Oh, wait a sec. Here you. Dang it. Wait 1 second.
That probably wasn't you. That was probably
Yeah.
me. I didn't have my mic on.
Okay, I hear you now. How are you doing?
Doing good, bruh.
Good, good. Eric Tate says, good afternoon. What's up, Eric? Thank you for watching.
Easy E.
And everybody, as always, if you want to listen to this later or if you can only watch half now, whatever your deal is, this will be on very soon after the show as an audio podcast on iTunes and Spotify and all those places as well. So, yeah, let's get started with the TV reports because we got a whole lot of stuff to talk about this week.
Yes,
We'll
Lord.
start with Dynamite. Yeah. June 24th in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. We started off, we saw the Death Riders, Continental Champ John Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta. They were accompanied by Marina Shafir, and they beat Ring of Honor World Champ Bandito, Brody King, and CMLL Trios and Light Heavyweight Champion Mystico. Good Trios match. Moxley pinned King after Shafir hit him with the Continental title belt. I thought this was a really good one. I gave it 4.5 bones out of 5.
Yeah, I also gave it 4.5. Good opening. Their multi-man matches on Dynamite when they open them with them always been good.
I agree. Yeah, it's a great way to open the show. A lot of chaos going on, you know?
Yeah.
And Eric says, I'm playing Days Gone, a very fun game. I've heard of that. I haven't played it, but I've heard about it. Yeah, definitely. Cool. All right, we had next a TBS title, Survival of the Fittest qualifier match. We saw Marina Shafir versus Harley Cameron, and Cameron won with a reversal roll-up. This is pretty good. Give it 3.5 bones out of 5.
Also gave it 3.5. I thought Marina was going to win, but I enjoyed this match.
Me too. It would have been nice to see Marina pick up a win. You know, they could do more with her.
They can.
Next, we saw Will Ospreay beat ELP, formerly known as El Fantasmo. He hit him with the hidden blade and got the pin. 4.5 bones out of 5. Another very good match.
Yeah, 4.5 bones, bro. Same here. That ELP dude was like surprisingly good. I had never seen him wrestle before, but he was holding his with Will.
I'd seen him a couple times. He's very highly thought of. I know that. I've only seen him like once or twice before, though. Yeah. Eric asks, "Is John a face or a heel?" That's a great question, Eric. I don't know. The fans are acting like he's a face, but he's definitely still being booked as a heel.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Ultimately, the fans decide, right? So I think he's a face now.
Because it's weird though, because like I said, John will get cheered, then like Daniel Garcia might get booed.
Yeah.
Or Yuta gets booed.
Yeah. So yeah, Yuta definitely gets booed. It's like and Ospreay gets cheered, and he's kind of with the Death Riders. We're going to talk about that some more later too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I say he's a face.
I would have to agree.
Yeah.
Just by the reactions.
I mean, if the fans are cheering you, I think you're face. I think the fans decided. I don't think the bookers decided. I think the fans do. All right. After Ospreay's match, we saw Swerve Strickland, accompanied by Prince Nana, took on Daniel Garcia of the Death Riders, and Swerve hit the hidden blade and got the pin. I gave that one 3.5 bones out of 5. It was a good match, just a little too one-sided in Swerve's favor.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, 3.5 bones, and it did. But I think it was supposed to be that Garcia was supposed to like really shine like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he was definitely just there to make Swerve look good, that match. Up next, we saw the visiting Zack Sabre Jr. of New Japan. He was accompanied by Bad Dude Tito and Mikey Nichols. I don't know those guys. They're in his stable in New Japan, and Sabre Jr. beat Jungle Jack Perry via submission. Good match, 4 bones out of 5.
Yep, I also gave it 4 bones. Zach versus Jack, good match.
Yeah, I love Zack Sabre Jr. I love the chance because I don't get to see New Japan, so I love getting the chance to see him wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've said before, I think he's the best technical wrestler in the world today. He's always impressive.
Yeah, I've enjoyed him. I like that match he had with Nigel.
Yeah, that was a good one too. And Steven Chambers, what's up? He says, "What's up, guys? Just living the dream."
Chambers?
He says Sabre turned Perry to a pretzel. Yes, he did. Yeah, I love to watch him twist people around and stuff. Sabre does not make mistakes, man. You never see him because, like, as much technical wrestling and twisting body parts as he does, it would be very easy to make a mistake and turn away that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's not going to hurt anyway. But I've never seen him mess up when he's bending guys around. So yeah, he's always impressive to me. Up next, the Young Bucks beat Bad Dude Tito and Mikey Nichols. This was a squash match. Matt Jackson pinned Mikey Nichols.
Yeah.
Up next, we had another TBS title, Survival of the Fittest qualifier match. Of course, that TBS title, Survival of the Fittest championship match, is tonight on Dynamite. We're going to talk about that a little later. We saw Queen Aminata beat Ring of Honor World Television Women's Champ, Ring of Honor World Women's Television Champ, Red Velvet. Aminata beat Velvet with the off with her head kick. And this one, it was decent. I give it 3 bones out of 5.
Yep, I gave it 3 bones too.
We've been pretty right on with each other so far.
Yeah.
This was a show we did not watch with each other, did we?
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. Oh, that's right. I got Jaws that night. All right.
Yeah.
Up next, we had an international title. I think this was the main event on Dynamite. Yeah. International title. Everyone banned from ringside match. Konosuke Takeshita kept his belt. He beat Ricochet with the Raging Fire for the pin. Fantastic match. 5 bones out of 5.
All day. I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, man.
You can't go wrong. And Ricochet has just been so on point since he's came to AEW.
Yeah. He's been terrific his whole career. I would urge people, I mean, you see how good he is in AEW compared to WWE, but I would urge people to try and find episodes of Lucha Underground when Ricochet was Prince Puma.
Okay.
I think that's when he was at his peak.
In
wrestling. He was wrestling under a mask. But I think I love Lucha Underground. If you like Lucha Libre and you've never seen that show, I know the episodes are for sale on Amazon, like single digital episodes. You can find them for sale other places, bootlegs. Find some way to check that show out. It was episodic. They did a lot of vignettes. They did the vignettes like movies. There was this whole lore about the magic of the belts, and there was like an Aztec temple. It was a crazy ass show. It was great. Swerve Strickland was there under a mask too. A lot of guys, a lot of good guys were there. Eric asks, how do you win the Survival of the Fittest match? So it's the first time they've done one in AEW. It's a Ring of Honor match. It's an elimination match. So the one survivor tonight will go home with the TBS title.
Yep.
Steven says, good match, Takeshita and Ricochet. Yeah, great match. And Steven says, Ricochet does more moves in AEW than WWE. Yeah, pretty much any wrestler like a Ricochet or a Rey Mysterio, will tell you that when you go to WWE, they limit what you do because they don't want you to show up the big stars too much. They don't want you to make yourself the star of the show when you're not supposed to be.
Yeah.
In AEW, they let the guys do what they're going to do. And, hey, if it gets you more over, it gets you more over, And Steven says there's several full episodes of Lucha Underground on YouTube. Wow, I didn't know that. Awesome. Check those out. Check them out. That is such a good wrestling show. A lot of people have never heard of it, and it's so good. It was on the El Rey network back in the day, Robert Rodriguez's network, the guy who directed From Dusk Till Dawn and Spy Kids. And what else? Planet Terror. He directed that one too. All right, so that's Dynamite. And let's head to Collision, which was June 20. Excuse me, it wasn't. It was June 27th, again in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. We started off with another trios match this time. This was a world trios title match. And we saw the conglomeration, the champions, Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong. They took on the Ops, Hook, Anthony Bowens, and Katsuyori Shibata. And Cassidy pinned Bowens, and the conglomeration kept the belts. Another very good trios opener. I gave it 4.5 bones out of 5.
Word. I gave it 4 bones out of 5. I enjoyed it though. Really enjoyed it.
Look at Candy back there. You don't
Hey,
get to see her much.
Always taking over stuff.
Up next, we had another title match on Collision, TNT title match. The Jet, Kevin Knight, the champ out of the Don Callis family, took on Desmond Xavier of the Rascals. And Kevin Knight hit the crash landing, which is like a spinning Uranagi, and got the pin, kept the belt. Great match. 5 bones out of 5, I said.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. My boy Desmond Xavier, like Kevin Knight is great. We know what he can do, but Desmond Xavier he's gonna get up there. I know he's small, but the boy can go in the ring. And these two together in this match was just it was a thing of beauty. 5
fantastic.
bones all day.
Mm-hmm. And Eric Tate talking about Candy, I assume, says so cute. And Steven says Knight versus Xavier, awesome match. Yeah, I expected it to be good. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. It was fantastic. That should have been on the pay-per-view or something, man. You know, that was a great match.
Xavier's one of my favorites, man.
He's I hadn't seen him much, but he's pretty damn good. Yeah. Every time I see the Rascals, I'm impressed. So
yeah, all 3 of them.
Mm-hmm. Up next, we had a squash match. Chris Jericho beat J.D. Drake, North Carolina's own J.D. Drake, won by submission to the walls of Jericho. And it was really weird. Jericho was on Collision, was left off the pay-per-view. Pretty much, if Jericho's around, he's on the pay-per-view. I found that really strange that he wasn't.
I was expecting him and Ciampa to be on there.
Yeah, well, they're doing it at the beach, whatever they're calling it, beach break, next Wednesday. Dynamite. Okay. I forget what they call it. Beach something.
Yeah. But also for that match, though, man, I'm going to give JD Drake some love, even though it was a squash match. Mm-hmm. JD Drake has been good for a long time. He looks like he would not be the typical wrestler, but JD could go in that ring, man, if he wants to.
Yeah, we didn't see I agree. We didn't see much out of him in this match, though. But, I mean, you're right. You're right about that.
Mm-hmm.
Steven says, give me Conglomeration versus the Radicals. I think he means the Rascals.
The Rascals.
The trios titles. Hey, man, I'm all for that. I would love it. Get the Rascals some more wins, you know?
Yeah.
I like it when people earn their title shots. I like this with the Ops randomly getting a match. Well, I guess they were the former trios champions. Okay, never mind.
Well, not this version.
It wasn't exactly. It wasn't this version. Yeah. Fazby says, thank God for no Jericho. TK is listening.
Oh man, don't do that to Y2J.
And Steven says, Larry the Cable Guy lookalike, JD Drake. Get her done.
Get her done.
That is true. That's true. Up next, we had our third title match on Collision this week, the CMLL World Women's title match. We saw Persephone versus Billy Starks. Persephone kept the title. She pinned Starks after a crucifix bomb. 4 bones out of 5. Good physical match.
Yep. Bro, I think that's what AEW just has to do. They just have to bring in some of these female wrestlers from outside because this was a good match. Mm-hmm. Billy Starks did her thing. Persephone did her thing, and I agreed. 4 bones out of 5.
Mm-hmm. And Steven says, Fazby. And he says, Conacher, you just made the list. All right. Up next, we saw CMLL World Light Heavyweight Champ and 1/3 of their trios champs, Mystico. He teamed up with Speedball Bailey. They took on the premier athletes, Tony Nese and Ari Davari. And Nese tapped out to a flying head scissors into an armbar by Mystico. This was a squash match.
Yeah.
Mystico looked great in the little time this match lasted. He's one of the best in the world, I think.
Yeah, I
He
agree.
has very varied offense, Mystico.
Yeah, Mystical is off the chain with it.
Mm-hmm. Now, I mean, we see now why he's so popular in Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next up, Don Callis family member Jake Doyle, accompanied by Don Callis. He beat Adam Priest. He hit his finisher called Into the Void and pinned him. 3 bones out of 5, almost a squash.
Yep, almost, but I went 3 bones too on this one.
Yeah. And Doyle looked good. It was just, I can only give so many bones to a match that's not that competitive,
Yeah. But I understand they're trying to make Jake look strong, but Adam Priest is no slouch too, though.
Right, I agree. I thought this match was going to be made much more competitive than they made it. Steven says Mystico has been the belt collector as of late. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got 2. I could have left one off. He might have 3 titles in CMLL. I'm not exactly sure. And then the main event for Collision, which I think the main event should have been Knight versus Xavier.
Thank you.
We got a TNT title match. Come on. And it was the best match of the show. But the main event was Hyann and Maya World, and they took on Ring of Honor Women's Forever Champion Athena and Mercedes Moné. And Athena and Moné got the win. Athena pinned Hyann, and this was a pretty good main event. 4 bones out of 5, I thought.
Yeah, I went 4 bones out of 5. It is what it is, but like you said, Desmond and Knight should have been the main event.
Yeah, no doubt. And Steven says, great showing by Priest. Priest is up and coming. Yeah, I've been impressed with him.
That's what I'm saying.
Before, but we didn't get to see anything out of him in this match. Not much.
I know he's been teaming with its nephew, Tommy Billinger, Dynamite Kid's nephew. He's been teaming with him.
Tom Billington.
Yeah, Billington. Been teaming with him a lot. So okay. hope they really start giving them boys some TV time.
Yeah. All right, now let's go to Forbidden Door.
Let's go.
I mean, it's like a broken record for the AEW pay-per-views. Great show, way too long. 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. And if you count the pre-show, it was 7 p.m. to 1 a.m.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So I didn't watch the pre-show. I don't know if you did.
Nope.
But here's what happened. Yeah, and me neither. It's too much. But here's what happened real quick. Dan Drilla Maloney pinned Daniel Garcia after the Drilla Killa. We had a TBS title, survival of the fittest qualifier. Micah beat Sky Blue. And we had an AEW Women's World Tag Team title match. Divine Dominion defended their belts against Thunder Rosa and Olympia. So now let's head to the pay-per-view. June 28th, San Jose, California, opened with the Young Bucks versus El Sky Team, which was Mystico and Mascara Dorada, right? Versus Unbound Company, who I was not familiar with. I think they're from New Japan, maybe? And the Young Bucks got the win in a very good opener. I gave it 4.5 bones out of 5.
Yeah, I just watched that last night after we got off, and yeah.
Oh yeah, you were late. That's right.
Yeah, that was. I told you, man. They know how to open these shows up, man. Got to give it to AEW. But yeah, I agree with you. 4.5 bones out of 5, man. They tore it down, even though that wasn't my pick to win.
Yeah. And let's see, Steven, real quick. He says, here's my take on Maya. Maya ought to go after Athena's Ring of Honor title so Maya can beat her so Athena can go stay on AEW TV. That might not be a bad plan. Athena definitely needs to level up to AEW at this point. So somebody needs to take the Ring of Honor belt off her. AEW could use her. But, I mean, her leaving Ring of Honor might really make the Ring of Honor women's division suffer, so I'm not sure.
Depending on if they do it right and let Maya beat Athena and push her and have somebody to go after Maya, they could pull it off.
Okay. And Steven says it's obvious the Young Bucks are going for the tag titles, either at Redemption or All In. We will see. Second match of the pay-per-view, Kenny Omega hit the one-winged angel and pinned Zack Sabre Jr. I thought this match was terrific. I headed into it thinking it was going to be the best match of the night. It ended up being the second best match of the night, I think, but it was still great. I gave it 5 bones out of 5.
I gave it 5 bones out of 5 too. This was one that I watched after I stopped watching y'all in the car. I put this on in the car and I was like, oh my goodness, this is just Omega is just the truth, man.
Yeah, they went out there and did it, man.
Yeah.
Both these guys always deliver. And Steven says going to be MJF versus Omega at Redemption. That's the rumor. That's what everybody thinks. That's what I think personally. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll talk a little bit about the world title situation later too.
Yeah.
Up next, Continental title match. The leader of the Death Riders, Jon Moxley. He kept his belt. He choked out the Ring of Honor World Champion, Bandito. Very good match. Don't bet against Jon Moxley on pay-per-view. 4.5 bones out of 5.
All day. 4.5 bones out of 5. As much as I complain about Mystico and Brody being together as a team, I do like how they go in the ring. And Bandito, he's another one. Like, I don't know. All these daggone Mexican wrestlers, it's a lot of them that can just go in that daggone ring, man.
Yeah. Tony Khan is very good at picking out the best luchadors and featuring them, I think.
Now, if I could just get him to give us some more storyline, we'd be straight.
Right. Antidote says the bone business back at it. What's up, fellas? What's up?
What's up?
You for Antidote. Eric says AEW tonight will be in a 12,000 seat arena. Okay. Where are they tonight? Let me see real quick. Somewhere in California, maybe. Where are they?
I have no idea.
San Diego, California.
Okay.
All right. And Steven says Mox and Bandito, different styles. Definitely, yeah. Mox, a straight-up brawler. Bandito, lucha libre. Doesn't always work, but it worked in this match. I thought they worked together very well. And Moxley kept the Continental title. Up next, another title match. IWGP Global Heavyweight title match. The champion, Shota Umino of New Japan, kept his title. He beat Pac. He hit a delayed fisherman suplex and got the pin. Good match. 4 bones out of 5.
I actually went 4.5 bones out of 5, man. I enjoyed this one, man. Yeah. I don't really know the Sheeta dude, but yeah, they both showed out for this, man. Pac is another one that puts on bangers when he's in the ring.
Oh, yeah. And Antidote says, never in my life have I seen a company never miss with pay-per-view. The consistent top-tier quality of pay-per-view is unmatched. I agree 100%, man. I mean, I've watched every WWF, WCW, ECW pay-per-view I could get. I've seen every AEW pay-per-view that there's been, and I 100% agree. Nobody does pay-per-view like AEW. Nope. Eric says, I hope it is sold out show tonight. Me too. And Steven says, Mox took Umino under his wing. Oh, I don't think I knew that. Okay, that's cool. Thank you for the information. Up next, AEW Women's World Title match. The champion Tekla took on the Starlight Kid from Tekla's former home, Stardom. Tekla ended this match with 2 curb stomps and a pin. Great match. I give it 4.5 bones out of 5.
I also gave it 4.5 bones, man. That I've never seen the Starlight Kid?
Yeah, never seen him before.
She was awesome. Of course, my little mama baby Tekla, she's always awesome. Gave us a little more drama during the match, man. Yeah, 4.5 bones, man. Mm-hmm. Got to show the girls some love.
We've been pretty much exact with our ratings this week, you know?
Well, you know, when you're connected like that, like we are, we just got that connection, man.
That's true. I like to think we know what we're doing, so
a little something.
Yeah. Next, another title match, AEW World Tag Team title match. Cage and Cope defended their belts against the Dogs, and Cage and Cope got the win. Good match. 4 bones out of 5.
Yep, I went 4 bones out of 5 too. Good match, but I'm waiting on some more stuff. I mean, they did a little bit of story with this, you know, but it was just a lot of them jumping the dogs and the dogs jumping them. But
yeah,
I don't know. But yeah, 4 bones out of 5.
I expected better, but it was still a good match.
Yeah.
Antidote says Tekla gives me Austrian Oscar vibes. That's a really good comparison, Antidote. I've never thought of that. That's sort of like right on. Yeah, their outfits are kind of similar too. You know,
in a way, yeah.
In a way, yeah. Up next, what they said they had a triple main event. You can't have a third of your fucking card as the main event. Get real, AEW. Come on, guys. There's one main event, and it's the last match on the show.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. But anyways, we had the Owen Hart Cup women's final. The winner gets the world title match at All In August 30th at Wembley Stadium. We saw Mercedes Moné versus Maya World. The crowd was really into this match, going for the underdog Maya World. In the end, it did not matter. Mercedes Moné got the win with a submission. Good match. First time I've ever been impressed with Maya World, honestly. I gave it 4 bones out of 5.
That's what's up. I was going to go 4 bones, but the crowd, the way that the crowd was for this one, I gave it an extra bone and went 4.5 bones for this match.
That's fair. Up next, the middle part of this triple main event that they claim they put on. We had a steel cage match that they're now calling the Devil's Circle. That circular cage. And so we had Team MJF, and if they won, Mark Briscoe does not receive a world title shot. And we had Team Briscoe, and if they won, Briscoe does receive a world title shot. So Team MJF, of course, world champion MJF, Kyle Fletcher of the Callis family, Kazuchika Okada, Andrade El Idolo, both of the Callis family, TNT champ Kevin Knight, and Jake Doyle. So it was all Callis family and MJF. And they took on Mark Briscoe, Darby Allin, Konosuke Takeshita, who's the international champion, right?
Yeah.
And then the World Trios champs were also on Team Briscoe. Roderick Strong, Orange Cassidy, and Kyle O'Reilly. Team Briscoe won. Briscoe hit a J Driller and got the pin. And this match, it was good. I expected more out of it. It had a little too much, what you see in multi-man matches or like 5-on-5, whatever, 6-on-6. Too much laying around by people so that you can focus on what they want you to focus on. Mm-hmm. And I hate that. That's one of my pet peeves in wrestling is when somebody gets hit with a move and then they're just fucking laying around for 4 minutes. Yeah, I hate that shit. I hate it.
Or watching the action, waiting for their spot.
Right. I hate that. But I still gave it 4 bones. There was some good action in it. I expected more. But we saw Kevin Knight come upon Darby Allin's exploding backpack and fall off the top of the cage, through a table, onto another table. That was a pretty big bump, man.
It was. Yeah. I went 4 bones on this match too. I think I would have liked to seen that match with a 4-on-4. I just think 12 people in a ring is too much. Yeah. And I feel like if they had to do 12, I would have rather it had been a double ring, like on some War Games type shit, and put the cage around the ring. If you got to do 12 people, I would love to see how this match would do with a 4-on-4 jump. Mm-hmm. I think it would be a lot better for real. I think just 12-on-12. I mean, 6-on-6 is just overbooking for a cage match.
Yeah, when you got 6-on-6 inside a cage with only one ring, that means that, say, 4 people in the ring, 8 people are going to be fighting on the outside, which really limits what they can do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's no ropes to bounce off of. There's no turnbuckles to climb on and all that. So there's only so much they can do on the outside. You give them 2 rings, you'll get twice as much action in the match.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Anyway, I agree with you there. Antidote says Maya World versus Mercedes had no business being that good. Kudos to both women. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Better than I expected. Eric asks, is AEW going to be outside next week? They should be, but I don't know. They've been trying to do some different things lately, so you would hope that they're their beach, whatever it's called, beach. I should know, beach break, whatever it's called. You would hope that would be outside, but I don't know.
I would love for them to do that. I remember WCW used to do that all the time.
I love outside wrestling. Yeah, there's something about it. Something about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's how pro wrestling started, outside at the fairgrounds. You know.
Yep, carnivals and shit.
Yep. Antidote says, I went to a house show many years ago. It was The Shield versus CM Punk. Roman was doing the whole laying out. The crowd started chanting, Roman sleeping, LOL. Pretty funny, yeah. Eric says, the matches I like are one-on-one and tag. I like trios too, Eric, but usually I'm with you. A lot of times these bigger 5-on-5, 6-on-6, unless it's like War Games or old school Survivor Series, I'm not. It's just too much. You know, it gets overbooked, or like we said, there's too many people, not enough rings, so not enough action going on.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel that way. Steven says, on paper, I need Mercedes versus Tekla, then Maya versus Tekla. Get more people interested.
Okay.
Okay. Wolf, who we'll see later tonight during our AEW Dynamite watch along, which starts at 7:55. Wolf was big on pushing my world also, so you're right there with him, Steven. All right, real quick, let's get to the main event of Forbidden Door. It was the Owen Hart Cup men's final. Same as the women's. The winner gets a world title shot at All In August 30th at Wembley. This match was fantastic. We saw Will Ospreay kind of with the Death Riders versus Swerve Strickland with Prince Nana. And it was a very hard-fought match. It was a bloodbath. Will Ospreay got the win. And I'll go ahead and say this was the match of the night. This, to me, was the AEW match of the week also. And so far, I'd say, this is the match of the year so far. I'd say Ospreay beat Strickland. So Ospreay gets the title shot. What do you think, Switch?
Bruh, I co-signed everything you said. This match was like, I know y'all have heard us complain and talk about, people doing like multi-finishers. This was the type of match that needed that. Right. You don't do the multi-finish kicking out in the first match. The main event where it's for something that's on the line that you need to do this spot for. And this match was done perfect, man. Perfect. Five bones all day. And yeah, this is the match of the weekend. And right now, unless I have to go back and think about it, match of the year. Like I said, the mass versus mass match in AAA was awesome. It's like they're right there. They're right there. It was Chad Gable, El Grande versus El Grande, but it's right there. But I'm gonna have to give Swerve and Will Ospreay just a little nudge ahead of him. Just a little bit. This was awesome.
And Faz B was just asking, it's between Swerve and Ospreay or that mask match. Which one do you think is better? Switch just gave you his answer. I have not seen the mask versus mask match, so I can't answer you. But I did love this match. Steven says TNA news. TNA granted Eric Young his release today.
What?
To see a Sanity reunion. Yep.
What? He just had a title match last week.
Oh, really? Oh.
Are you not the week before last? This is wow.
Yeah, they're letting everybody go in TNA. Steven also says best match of the 3 co-main events, Will versus Swerve, no doubt. And Antidote says, I'm projecting, but I think we should continue the process of letting the runner-up win the following year. Swerve to win the Owen in 2027. A little too predictable, A little too predictable. And Faz B says TNA is just sweeping and getting ready for WWE. And Steven says London will be rioting if Will loses this match, wanting refunds for All In. I've been saying for fucking 10 months, Will Ospreay is winning the world title at All In. So I'm sticking with my prediction. I will be shocked if that doesn't happen.
I would love for it not to, just so I can be shocked.
Yeah, I mean, I like being shocked, but it's so perfect. Will Ospreay at Wembley, let him do it. Let him do
Yeah.
his thing.
Oh man.
Okay, we got some topics to talk about.
Let's get it.
Well, real quick, we see Eric says, "Do you think they will go to AEW?" Oh, Eric Young will go to AEW. I don't know. I don't know him. What do you think, Switch?
He would fit more, and he would be a better fit for AEW than WWE wouldn't know what to do with him. Eric Young has this like crazy maniac type of character where he believes like the wrestling business is a conspiracy and he wants it to be how it was. And he's crazy. He's crazy, basically. I would let him go to AEW. AEW could get some good stuff out of him.
All right.
Granted, he has been around for a while. Like Eric Young got to be well over 40 years old by now.
So Eric, not Young.
No, yeah, Eric not young.
All right, we got some topics to talk about here. Viewers, feel free to chime in. All right, so one of my favorites, honestly, Big Bill is leaving AEW to return to WWE. I assume he'll retake the name Big Cass also. I don't know for sure, though. Switch, will this, and supposedly they're going to rehire Enzo Amore and reunite the two, which is cool. Switch, will this be a good move for Big Bill? Number one. And number two, why wasn't he booked for more success in AEW? He's big. He's got the look. He's good on the mic. Why didn't it work?
Well, I'm going to answer your last one first. It didn't work because of what you just said. He's a big man. And for some reason, I don't know why, but AEW has had a time trying to build big men. We've had Wardlow, didn't book him right. We had Archer. Archer came out strong. They didn't book him right. I don't know why. Like Brian Cage doesn't get booked right. Brian Cage is somebody with the look that he has should be up there fighting for main title stuff, but they don't. I just don't think they know how to book big men. And as far as the first question, is it good? I still would have preferred to see Big Bill and Enzo in AEW.
Yeah.
Because I don't trust WWE. I hate saying that because I grew up a WWF guy. I do not trust WWE. Their tag team division is lacking. You let the Motor City Machine Guns go. You let New Day go. And you have nothing to show. You broke up basically Johnny Wrestling and Tommaso. So that's not a thing no more. DIY is not a thing over there. They don't have enough tag teams to care about, you know. So I'm glad that they're back together. I want to see them together, but I wish it would have been in AEW. What you think?
I don't even need to say anything. I agree with everything you just said. So you said it all. I got nothing more to add.
Yep, we got some comments.
Yeah. All right. Let me try and get back up to these comments here. Steven said, talking about Eric Young, says hoping for a Sanity reunion with Eric Young, Big Damo, is that right? And Alexander Wolf. MLW would be a great fit for them, especially with Gallus over there. Yes. I don't know any of those people, I hate to say. I'm sorry. Gallus, were they in NXT? Is that a person or a team?
Gallus? Or does he mean Gallows? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
I know the other guys was with him. Sanity, they was with him in NXT.
Oh, okay. I thought I knew what Gallus was, but maybe I don't. Okay, I will take your word for it, Steven. Antidote says WWE traded the New Day for Enzo and Big Cass. I don't know. That's what it looks like, man. Eric Tate says Eric Young is 46. Yeah,
that's about right there. Yeah.
Still looks good, though. Yeah. Fasby says Big Bill isn't good on the mic. I liked him. I mean, he's not, Will Ospreay or The Rock or anything, but I thought he was good for what he needed to do.
Yeah.
He entertained me. He wasn't like Shakespeare or anything, but it seemed like he was having fun.
Yeah, but even with that, you could have put somebody, you could have gave him a mouthpiece.
Right, yeah.
You could have gave him a mouthpiece. It's ways to work around that.
Yeah, let's bring managers back, people. Come on.
Exactly.
Let's bring some managers back. But Don Callis can't manage everyone. Let's get some new managers.
Everybody.
Yeah. Steven says he would resurrect Big Bill because he has overcome his addictions. Oh, I didn't know that's what was up. Good for Bill, though. I read, and I don't know. Oh, no, I had heard about that. I heard he was an alcoholic.
Yeah, before he even came back to AEW, when he left
Right.
WWE, he had went through a lot of bad spell.
I remember that now. I had heard he was. There were two things, and like I said, these are just things I read. I read he was an alcoholic, and I read he was like to make America great again, too open about it and loud about it, and it annoyed some of the wrestlers.
Okay,
but shit, WWE is all about that now. So maybe they'll make him world champion. I wish him the best. He's always entertained me, and I wish him the best. I wish he and Tony Khan had been able to see on the same level about his booking, because I think he could have been a world champion. And like you said, if he needs a mouthpiece, get him a mouthpiece. But I mean, he looks like a world champion. He wrestles like one, and it's a shame he hasn't gotten up to that level yet.
Yeah, but with FTR taking a hiatus for a while, him and Enzo would have been perfect to slide up in AEW right now.
Oh yeah, for a little while that would have been great. Have a reunion and then have them break off and have Big Bill singles. Yeah, I love both those guys. I would love to see a reunion. I'm not going to watch it in WWE, but I would love to have seen it in AEW.
Yeah.
But like you said, I don't trust WWE. I don't trust them to make it good. So I don't know. Anyways, all right. Mick Foley, newest member of, and we're at the point where the sun is starting to bake my eyes. I got to put up something at that window.
At this time, all the time.
Time of day, yeah. Mick Foley, newest addition to the AEW commentary team. He wants one last match. He stated that Darby Allin is his dream opponent. Darby Allin says he wants to tag with Foley, but not wrestle against him. Switch, what should happen in this case? Should they fight each other? Should they tag? Should Foley not come back at all? What do you think?
First off, Foley should not step foot in a ring at all to wrestle. But Foley being Foley, and you know how wrestlers get that itch. If he has to do it, it needs to be in a tag match to protect him. I can't see Foley doing a one-on-one match, and expect it to be Mick Foley of old.
Yeah.
You know.
So if we do Darby, let me interrupt you for 1 second.
Yeah, go ahead.
If we do Darby and Foley, who do you want them to face? If we get one match, who do you want them to face?
It's going to have to be MJF and somebody. Who it is, I'm not quite sure. I mean, Darby still needs to get some payback on Kevin Knight, I believe, but Kevin Knight and MJF, they should be having a title match eventually because Kevin Knight once won. So I'm not sure, man. I know MJF's going to have to be in that match because MJF did send Mick Foley to Dick Kick City. You know, so he gonna have to get his revenge back for that. But as far as who MJF tags with, I'm not sure, man. But if he comes back, it needs to be in a tag match to protect this guy because I've seen him walk, and it looks like it hurts when he walks.
Yeah. I tell you, once again, I got nothing to add. You've been covering everything so far. I mean, for real, I got nothing to add to that. I think, Foley, like you said, looks like it hurts when he walks. I wish him the best physically, so I don't want to see him get back in the ring. I don't think he needs to add to all the punishment he's taken over the years, which is maybe more than anyone, really. I mean, when you think he is consistently getting slammed on concrete and powerbombed on his head and thrown into barbed wire and just all that, thrown off the fucking Hell in the Cell and all that, I don't know if anybody's taken more punishment than Mick Foley over their career.
No.
I don't want to see him add to that. I think he needs to be done. But will he be? No. Nope. If he's talking about it, he's going to do it. He's going to want to do it. And if he's going to want to do it, Tony Khan wants to make the money off of it.
Yeah.
So I think we will see him back in the ring. As Switch said, it should be a tag match. He needs to be protected. And as far as against, I said I wasn't going to add anything, but I guess I am.
Nah,
But
you good.
as far as who it needs to be against, man, I don't know. Honestly, I mean, it's hard to try and come up with like the perfect opponent for the young suicidal guy and the old suicidal guy. You know,
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
If he weren't dead, I'd say bring in Terry Funk.
There you go.
Yeah,
That
but
would be interesting.
he's dead, so we won't do that.
Yeah. So hey, let me hit these jumps real quick for you.
Yeah, man.
Let me see. Fast says Foley can do 2 matches, one single and the other in a 5-on-5. Yeah, 5-on-5 would protect him, but he ain't gonna stand out like that. Chambers says Foley doesn't need to wrestle. I agree. Antidote says Kevin Knight and Don Callis versus Darby and Foley. Mr. Sacco on Callis would be gold. Oh man. And Steve Chambers says Foley versus Don Callis. Just kidding. And Foley versus Nick Gage. No.
Let's see. Going back a couple comments. Fazby said, talking about big men, said Brian Cage isn't good on the mic either, unfortunately. That I agree with. He does have Don Callis on the mic, as do many others, but they got to break that group up. But anyways, Brian Cage is another of my favorites. He's got the look. He's got the moves. That dude is awesome in the ring, man, and he looks like a fucking god. I mean, I'm sure he's allegedly on steroids. That would be my guess. Of course, that's just alleged. But I don't care about that, honestly.
I don't either.
I don't care at all. So, he should be a world champion. That guy, he's great. He's great, and just needs a mouthpiece. But yeah, he's not good on the mic. Fazby. Talking about Big Bill and Enzo, Stephen Chambers says TK would be afraid to sign Enzo. Why do you think that is?
Because Enzo has no filters.
Yeah, I think that's what he means. Yeah, because he was accused of sexual assault. The charges were dropped. So Enzo ended up losing his WWE job over nothing, which that's really sad. That sucks, man. Sucks for him because he was on fire. He was a cruiserweight champ. Audiences loved him. He was doing great, and just because of nothing, lost his job. That sucks. Maybe something happened, maybe it didn't, but I'll say this. We have seen plenty of women lie on some famous men to try and get some money.
Facts. With
no proof. We've seen it a lot. They aren't telling about the poor man. They're talking about the rich guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I just say we've seen it. That's not always the case. Don't come at me. I'm a feminist. I'm all for feminists and women's rights and all that. I'm just saying we've seen it. We have seen it, just to be fair. Antidote says WWE missed the mark not crowning Enzo and Big Cass champions at WrestleMania when the Hardys returned. 100% Antidote. Yep. And Stephen Chambers talking about TNA still. I think he said Gallus Mark and Joe Coffey and Wolfgang. Is that right?
Yeah. For
TNA guy? I don't know anything about TNA. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Stephen Chambers says Brian Cage moves like a cruiserweight. He's very agile for a man of his size.
Yeah.
Antidote said Brian Cage in Lucha Underground was OP. What? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
Why he isn't booked like that in AEW blows my mind.
But yeah, he was awesome in Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
One of the many. Again, I will. Apparently, they're free Lucha Underground shows on YouTube. Go check it out if you're a wrestling fan, especially if you like Lucha Libre. Go check it out. And Eric talking about the sexual, alleged sexual stuff's a sad world. It is a sad world, man. People care too much about money, ruining other people's reputations just for money. It's sick. And Steven says, think he meant dope. Oh, okay. Thank you, Steven. All right. August 30th, WWE is booking a AAA show and an NXT show the same day as All In at Wembley Stadium. is this a smart business move by WWE? Is this going to affect AEW's big show at all, Switch?
Let's go with you. Let's go with you this time. What do you
Okay.
think about that?
All right.
I'm gonna let you take this one.
I got you. I don't think it's a smart business move. I think it's a dumb business move, honestly. Because AEW All In is their, I mean, it's their big show. And if you look at the audience, it's, the biggest show. I mean, if you want to compare All In crowd with WrestleMania, All In's bigger than WrestleMania now.
Yeah.
If we're going with attendance. So I'm just saying. But I mean, it's their big show, and if you're WWE, if you're going to counter program, because what they did back in the day in the '80s, NWA's big show was Starrcade. It was always on Thanksgiving night in Greensboro, North Carolina, and the first several, and then to counter program it, WWF said, "Oh, look, we have this new thing, Survivor Series, 5-on-5 team matches." And we're going to put it on Thanksgiving night against Starrcade. And he says, if you want Starrcade, McMahon said, if you want Survivor Series, you can't carry Starrcade. That is how you counter program. That's how you do it. You don't throw AAA and NXT. You don't throw your little brands up against the big competitor brand. If you got some balls, if you really want to do it, put a WWE show on right opposite All In. If you really want to do it, step up and do it.
At least a PLE.
Yeah, exactly. At least a PLE. Do it for real. Try it. Because at this point, all you're doing, All In is going to be the big news of the weekend, no matter what happens on AAA or NXT. So all you're doing is getting less recognition for those two brands than they would normally have. That's my thought.
Ain't it going to make those other two brands even feel smaller going up against All In?
Definitely, yeah. Definitely. Yeah, it's not. It's going to look bad.
I bet you Vince McMahon is shaking his head like, no, that is not the move, damn it.
That's not the move.
Crazy with it, man.
Whoever came up with that thought they were being real smart, and I don't think they were, man.
TKO.
Yeah.
I don't even think Triple H had the balls to do that.
Like, who's running the shit? Is The Rock? Does he do anything and just cash a paycheck? Do we know? We don't know what The Rock does. Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd like to find out someday. Antidote says, OP, overpowered. Thank you. And Lucha Underground was the best wrestling show when it ran. No doubt. And me and Antidote are right on it with opinions. I like him. No doubt it was the best wrestling show when it was on. Yeah, one of the best of all time. I have every episode on DVD. I've not made it through them yet, but someday I will. Fazby says, oh, I can't see it. Sorry, can't see it. Fazby says WWE is trying to bury TNA. It kind of looks that way. It kind of feels that way. Maybe just to reduce the sale price. That would be smart, a smart business move.
Yeah.
Antidote says Black and Gold NXT would be one hell of a counterpunch, but now you're only hurting your brand because they aren't getting the eyes on them. Exactly what I said. Yep. Fazby says it came out of that room where Triple H and Road Dogg was sitting. LOL. Yeah. Eric Tate says bad thing about TNA was they did not sell out their pay-per-view this past Sunday.
No,
I didn't even know they had one, honestly.
Yeah, they had to do a tight shot on that comes what's his name? Oh my gosh, the guy that used to be in Jericho's squad, he's now the champ of TNA. Santana. Yeah, they had to do a close shot on Santana when he was coming through the crowd because you could see empty seats and stuff.
That sucks for them. Steven Chambers says TKO knows NXT and AAA beating out Raw and SmackDown. It's really hilarious. HBK and Taker booking way better than Triple H. What do you think, Switch? I don't watch any of those, so what do you think?
I don't watch NXT. I'll catch like some of the clips on social media, but some of the stuff I see on NXT is good. But like the guy said, Antidote earlier, the black and gold version of NXT was was peaking, but that's when Triple H and Shawn was running it.
Right.
And like I said, Triple A, man, I don't know how the hell Taker is running Triple A. Well, I know Ray's down there with him, but Triple A has been having some banger matches, man.
Yeah. That's what I've
Banger
heard. I've seen them, but that's what I've heard. Yeah. They got
Yeah.
El Hijo del Vikingo down there and Dominic Mysterio. They got it going on. They got it going on.
Yeah.
If it weren't owned by TKO, I would be checking it out for sure. All right. Long time coming. Jay White was just cleared to return to the ring last week, which is why we had not seen him for over a year. He returned at Forbidden Door, interfering in the World Tag Team title match, and returning. He cost the Dogs the match, and he's returning to lead the Bang Bang Gang. Switch, after all this time, after all this waiting, what should AEW do with Jay White? What do you want to see?
Honestly, I honestly don't care as long as they're all back together.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this. The Bang Bang Gang is my favorite stable in the AEW. I love them guys. And it's probably mostly because of Juice. Juice's energy. But being that I'm pretty sure that it's going to be all about Will Ospreay for a while right now, let Jay White fly under the radar, let him have his fuse. Maybe he go ahead on and do something with the Dogs and who's that guy? Gabe Kidd. When they come back, maybe they can have a few. Maybe Gabe Kidd and them bring in some more people, and we do some kind of thing. Bang Bang Gang versus the Dogs and their squad. But yeah, let him fly under the radar, and then maybe next year, maybe he's the one to win the Owen and take over and start doing some stuff. Eventually, Jay White needs that world belt, but I know he's just coming back. Let's let him get himself back into the thick of things and do what he do.
I like that. I would say, can't come right into the world title scene because it's pretty crowded right now.
Yeah.
Andrade, MJF, Omega, Ospreay, Kevin Knight. It's too crowded to come into.
I don't want him to get lost. I don't want Jay White to get lost with everything that's going on, knowing that he's not going to win it. When he's going for that, I want it to be like, okay, it's a chance. Like right now, if he was to come back and go in there, there's no chance in hell he's winning that belt anytime soon.
Yeah. Yeah, but like you said, kind of, I wouldn't even say so much under the radar, just not in the world title picture, but needs to do some stuff to reestablish himself as being the leader of the Bang Bang Gang.
Yes.
So maybe somewhere down the line, a tag title run, a trios title run, something. Give him a belt. Give the man a belt.
He needs a solo.
Well, eventually, okay.
Whether it be a not TNT, I'll be happy with him having the international belt. He can have the international belt because I want them ass boys to get them tag team belts.
Yeah.
And Jade, I want Juice to get a TNT belt. That's my hope.
Okay. No, you're right. He should get a singles belt. Yeah, you're right. But what I was about to say was, as soon as there is a heel world title champion, Jay White should be the first challenger. That's what I think. That's what I
agree.
Ultimately, that's what I want to see. However you work it out, make that happen. And if it means Ospreay wins the belt as a face and turns heel eventually, maybe does really join the Death Riders at some point, which we're going to talk about in a minute, maybe we see Ospreay and Jay White. So maybe that's what I would do. I mean, fuck, why not? Do it.
Yeah.
Eric Tate says, talking about NXT, says the 2010 NXT was boring. Fazby said Tony Khan gifted Hiroshi Tanahashi a special guitar at Forbidden Door and also talked about the future of AEW with New Japan, WWE trying to break them up. Yes, they are. That's the way it appears. Stephen Chambers says whenever Gabe Kidd gets his visa issues worked out, look out.
Oh, yeah.
And Gabe Kidd is he's listed on the AEW website as a member of the Dogs and a member of the Death Riders.
Death Riders, yeah.
Which I can't think of anyone else who's in like two groups like that in AEW. All right, now we're talking a little. We got more Will Ospreay talk. I mean, he's the big talk of AEW this week. He's the big story of winning the Owen Cup. Switch, would you prefer, we're talking about the crowded world title picture, Would you prefer to see MJF have MJF hold onto the belt and do MJF versus Ospreay, or do you want to see Kenny Omega win the belt at Redemption and do Omega versus Ospreay at All In? What would you rather see, MJF or Omega?
I would rather see Omega
Mm-hmm.
versus Ospreay in the main event,
Mm-hmm.
and not knocking MJF. MJF is good, but if Tony Khan is smart, now is the time to bring Hangman back, and you can do
Yeah.
Hangman and MJF at All In. But for me, I would I think it would be a better match with Omega and Ospreay. Plus, I don't think Omega has but so many matches left. This he'll put his all into this match, and it'll be awesome. Now, storyline wise of how they'll get there, I'm not sure, but that's what I would want to see.
I love everything you just said, but let me ask, why don't you think Omega has many matches left in him?
Because he said it himself.
Yeah, you believe him? He's a wrestler. They lie.
Yeah, true. But even with that though, I went back and watched a couple of Kenny's old matches before AEW was even a thing.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, Kenny is still great, but them old matches I was watching, like of him in New Japan, Kenny was on some other shit.
He was a different beast. Yeah.
Yes. And like if that Omega shows up to All In, yo, they're gonna blow that place up, bro.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, I agree. That's what I want to see. Omega versus Ospreay. Do it at All In. And I hadn't thought about that, but I like your idea of doing MJF versus Hangman Page at All In. That's what you're talking about at All In, right? I like that. That would be awesome because MJF would be so pissed after losing his world title, you know?
Yeah.
And would take that out on Hangman. That would be great to see.
Hangman should be the one to come back and cause him it.
Oh, okay. I like that too. Yeah, definitely. And Steven says, kind of what we just said, we'd like to see Omega beats MJF in Montreal and Ospreay beats Omega in London. Yeah, that's what I want to see, Steven. Usually I think AEW is a little too predictable, and usually it is. But in this case, I don't care. I want Ospreay to win the world title in London. Don't care. Usually I do care. Usually I want to be surprised. Don't surprise me. Just give me what I want this time. Antidote says, I'm a huge Omega mark, so a piece of me obviously wants Omega versus Ospreay, but I ain't crazy about hot potatoing the world title. I hear you, but they don't do it all the time. Let's just do it for a minute here. I think
they've been pretty good about it.
Yeah.
They've been pretty good about not doing that.
Yeah, let's just do it. I think when you can take it from an MJF to Kenny Omega to Will Ospreay, shit, what's the problem? Do it. To make a more interesting match, Omega versus Ospreay, do it. We don't have to do it again in 3 months or 6 months or whatever. Just let's do it once. It'll be fine. The title will be fine. Faz B says, I don't think Monet isn't beating Tekla. Both men's and women's belts aren't changing hands. One is staying. I don't know. I haven't given Tekla Monet any thought yet, honestly. So I don't know.
I haven't either, but Monet she hasn't won that belt yet. She's due.
Okay. And Antidote making a good point, talking about a potential Omega Ospreay match at All In. Says those backstage segments with Ospreay and Omega weren't random interactions. Definitely. There was long-term storytelling at play, I think.
Yeah.
For a change in AEW. Stephen Chambers, after Ospreay wins the title in London, look out for Newman turning on Ospreay. Talking about Callum Newman, the youngest IWGP champ ever. That would be cool. Yeah. It'll be really interesting once Ospreay wins to see who his challengers are. I saw Newman once, and I was impressed. That's all I got to say for him, really, yeah. But that would be cool. Antidote says, I think Omega puts his career on the line at Redemption to raise the stakes. Okay, that's a great idea.
Okay.
Great idea. Because I think that's where the title comes in. I think Omega is trying to redeem himself. That's why I'm so sure that the main event is going to be MJF and Omega. I really feel like that's right. And Steven says, don't need another Cody stipulation this year. What does that mean? I don't know what
What
that
you
means.
mean?
I don't know what he means.
Cody stipulation. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Did he put
Well,
his
let
career
me.
on the line or something? Or
Not recently that I remember.
yeah, I don't know. I don't watch WWE. Sorry, I don't know.
So, do y'all think there's any chance we could get more than just a one-on-one, and it'd be a triple threat or a four-way match
See, I
at
mean,
All In?
I want to hear what the viewers say, but I'll answer personally. I like it when it big time match, just one on one.
One-on-one.
Who you got? Who's
Yep.
winning? One on one. You know, Hart versus Michaels, Hogan
Mm-hmm.
versus Warrior, Flair versus Steamboat, one on one. Let them work, and let me who wins. That's what I
Yeah.
like personally. Now there are plenty of good triple threat matches, but I just prefer one on one, especially when the stakes are big time.
Oh
But
my gosh!
the viewers might think different than me.
But if they do let Osprey lose at All In, oh my
God.
goodness!
I don't usually get pissed off with wrestling. I usually just take it as it comes.
That
And I'm
one is
like,
such a nerve.
I'm like, okay, but that one would, yeah, that one would touch a nerve. Like usually I'm like, because I don't like it when wrestling fans when they get pissed when their favorites lose. Like if all your favorites won, I promise you would get bored with it because
Yeah.
that's part of the fun is you can't win all the time. Sometimes you're going to lose. Sometimes some of your favorites are going to win. Some are going to lose. They can't win all the time. It would be boring as shit. So I don't like complaining. Oh, why didn't they book this? Why didn't they book that? Usually I try and stay away from that. But if Ospreay doesn't win the world title at All In, I'm gonna be pissed off. I'm gonna be pissed off.
It's
I'm not
funny
gonna
you
like
say
stop
that.
watching AEW or something
You know,
crazy.
yeah.
But I'm gonna
But
be pissed.
it's funny you say that because when I was watching the daggone Saudi jump when Sammy won the belt this past week, I felt myself getting upset. Like I was up in here like, why the fuck did they do that? Why, bro? I was up. I felt myself getting heated over that, man.
Like you didn't want Sammy to win?
Nah.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I didn't want him to win. I really wanted Gunther to win.
Vince Russo called it a participation trophy.
Oh man.
Antidote real quick. He says AEW doesn't do triple threats very often, but Omega versus Pac versus Orange Cassidy was a very good one though. Yeah, I agree.
I remember that match.
Antidote says you're not going to rage break your television. No, I'm not a crazy person. No, I would never do that.
Damn, son of faint, man. This is an 85-inch TV I'm looking at.
I've almost thrown controllers at the TVs, like after like the like fucking 8th time I've tried some Grand Theft Auto mission.
Oh gosh,
the controllers are too expensive nowadays. I don't even throw my controllers at all.
Nope.
But I definitely, it's come close with Grand Theft Auto. With some of the Grand Theft Auto missions, it's come close.
Oh man, yeah, that's
all right.
crazy.
Last discussion question here.
Mm-hmm.
More about Will Ospreay.
Yep.
He's gotten very close with the Death Riders, and they've had his back lately. How do you see this angle progressing as we head towards his world title shot at All In? Is he going to be in the Death Riders by the time we get to All In? Are they going to help him win the belt? Is he going to have broken off from them by then? What do you see happening?
Nah, he's gonna still be rocking with them, but not an official member of them. And I don't see. I hope they don't overbook All In. If it's gonna be a one-on-one match, let it be a one-on-one match. Because if it's Kenny Omega, I mean, I guess you could have the Elite come out and back him up, but I don't even want to see that. I don't want to see the Death Riders or the Elite involved in that match. But yeah, and if you're gonna end up turning Ospreay heel, it would have to be after All In. He would officially join the Death Riders, and then we go from there. So that's my thoughts on that.
So you think that's what's gonna happen? That's what I'm asking. What's gonna happen?
Yeah, he's not gonna. If he joins them, it's not gonna be till after All In, and I can't see. I want to say he comes in and they kick out. He takes over and kicks out Mox.
Wow. Okay, that would be cool. I
That's
like
because
that.
like Mox is getting the cheers, the rest of them ain't. Maybe he comes in and just takes over, kicks Mox out. Mox is out the Death Riders. Osprey takes over and he's just a heel now. So I can see that happening, but
Mhm.
after All In.
I think that would be great. And like you said, after All In, he needs to be a face when he wins that belt.
Mm-hmm.
But what is going to happen, man? That's the only thing that makes sense is him kind of skirting with the Death Riders, not officially being in, and then being in after All In, turning heel, kicking out Moxley, taking over. I like that idea a lot. So I feel like that would make the most sense, and I like that idea a lot. Um, Antidote says the only time wrestling ever made me legitimately mad was Jinder Mahal winning the WWE title. All
I
right,
enjoyed the Maharaja.
I did too. I was shocked when he won it. I could not believe it. I was still watching WWE then. I was fucking shocked. Couldn't
I
believe
was
it.
I was shocked too, but I
I thought
enjoyed
he
it.
was an entertaining champion. I thought his feud with Randy Orton was pretty good, actually.
I thought he did damn good, man.
Yeah,
I
I
thought he
agree.
did damn good.
Now, the worst WWE champion we talked about the other night was the Great Khali.
Mm-hmm.
And is he Indian also? Was he Indian?
I believe so.
The
Yeah,
Indian.
because he came out with Jinder Mahal one time when Jinder was the champ.
Okay.
When they went over there.
So I know a lot of people hate that Mahal reign, but it was unpredictable. And then after he had it, I thought he did a good job. So I don't know. Maybe we're in the minority here, but that's what we think. All right, now it is time for the AEW top 5.
Let's go.
July 1st, 2026. We're bringing you the top 5 rankings for the men, women, and teams of AEW. We submit our own top 5s, the two of us. We wrestle. We send each other hateful emails. We video box over it. And eventually we come out with the top 5. So ladies first, top 5 women this week in AEW. Number 5, the CMLL Women's World Champion Persephone put on some good performances this week.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, she is in the TBS title Survival of the Fittest match tonight on Dynamite. Queen Aminata, number 4. Number 3, also in that match tonight, Harley Cameron coming in at number 3. Number 2, the Owen Hart Cup winner, and she gets the world title shot at All In August, Mercedes Moné. And number 1, she's been there for a while, the AEW World Women's Champion, Tekla, our girl.
Toxic Spider.
So number 1, Tekla. Number 2, Mercedes Moné. Number 3, Harley Cameron. Highest she's been up ever. Number 4, Queen Aminata. And number 5, Persephone. All right, and for the teams, had quite a bit of team action going on this week.
We did.
Number 5, the dominant Women's World Tag Team Champions, Divine Dominion. Number 5. Number 4, the giant team that was part of the Devil's Circle cage match at Forbidden Door, Team Briscoe, the winners, who earned Mark Briscoe a world title shot. Number 3, they got a big win at the pay-per-view against, what the fuck were they called? Against the teams.
The New Japan teams and the CML teams.
Yeah, El Sky team and Unbound Company.
Yeah.
Got a big win in that match. And didn't they get a win? Yeah, they beat Big Dude Tito and Mikey Nichols on Dynamite last week. Number 3, the Young Bucks, one of the best tag teams ever. Number 2, going strong. And they made a successful defense of their trios titles on Collision, I think.
Yep.
Wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, they beat the Ops. And number 2, the Conglomeration, Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong. I think a great trios team. They meshed together very well.
Yes.
Very, very good team. Very entertaining. Probably my favorite trios champions since like what were they called? The Black Aleister Black's group. What were they called?
Oh yeah, House of
House
Black.
of Black. House of Black. And number one team this week, Cope and Cage, World Tag Team Champs, kept their belts at Forbidden Door over the Dogs. So number 5, Divine Dominion. Number 4, I go from the top now. Number 1, Cope and Cage. Number 2, Cassidy, O'Reilly, and Strong. Number 3, the Young Bucks. Number 4, Team Briscoe, the 6-man team. And number 5, Divine Dominion. And now, last but not least, the men's top 5 for this week. Number 5, the TNT champion, the Jet, Kevin Knight of the Callis family, had a 5-bone match on Collision with Desmond Xavier. Great match, great title defense. Switch doing the Rascals sign. Kevin Knight has been on fire the last 2 months or so. It's just been great. Number 4, the man who gets the world title shot tonight on Dynamite, Mark Briscoe. Number 3, successfully defended his Continental title at Forbidden Door, Jon Moxley, leader of the Death Riders. Number 3, looking good. Number 2, we've talked about him a fuck ton tonight. He won the Owen Hart Cup, and that's Will Ospreay, number 2. And number 1, he's been there for a while, your world champion, MJF. So solid top 5 of men. Number 1, MJF. Number 2, Will Ospreay. Number 3, Jon Moxley. Number 4, Mark Briscoe. Number 5, Kevin Knight. A lot of good performances by the men lately here. And let's see, what comments did we miss? So those are your top 5 for this week.
Just one right there.
Yeah, thank you. And Antidote said Omega being the angel, asking him to win the title the honest way. Mox being the death devil on the other shoulder, trying to get him to embrace the Rider way. I like that too. That's cool. That's cool. All right, and last but not least, we are doing an AEW Dynamite watch along tonight, starting at 7:55. It's going to be myself, Switch, Wolf, and hopefully K Fabulous. She's asleep right now, I think.
My poor sister.
What?
Just what she told us last night about not having her stuff, man. That's so fucking crazy. I talked to my dad about it.
It's tough. It's rough. Yeah, that does a lot for her, so it sucks. Anyway, so hopefully she's on the show tonight. On Dynamite tonight, they are in San Diego, California. We only have 2 matches announced. We got the world title match, MJF defending against Mark Briscoe as a result of the Forbidden Door Devil's Circle cage match. And then, of course, the TBS title Survival of the Fittest match. That's an elimination match. They fight until one woman is left, and she is the new TBS champion. We've got Micah, Harley Cameron, Hikaru Shida, CMLL World Women's Champion Persephone, Chris Statlander, and Queen Aminata. So someone is coming out with a TBS title. So Switch, we know Mark Briscoe's not winning the world title tonight, right?
Yeah, we know that.
So who's walking out with his TBS title?
Everything in me wants to say Harley, but they have been doing a lot with Sheeta. But I'm gonna go with my girl Cam. I'm gonna go with Harley, man. I think Harley deserves a single title run.
Okay, who are you cheering for? Harley?
Yeah, I'm also cheering for Harley.
Okay. I am predicting Sheeta. I think I'm cheering for Harley though. But I think Sheeta's going to do it. But we'll see. We'll see.
Wow, it's only 2 matches announced.
I don't know. Usually they do more than that. But I checked, and I checked this afternoon at some point, and they only had announced 2 matches. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm checking it now. It's still only 2. I like that though. Surprised me.
Yeah, Fazby. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Fazby. Before we close the show, I made sausage dogs, 4 of them. Enjoy. Antidote says if Harley wins, we riot. Nah, but give Sheeta the belt is my pick. Yeah, I think give Sheeta the belt.
Sheeta.
That's what I would do. That's what I think they're gonna do.
Sheeta's been showing more character lately.
Yeah. I'm for either Sheeta or Harley or Persephone. I can't really decide. I don't know. I'll decide tonight, but I think Sheeta's winning. But we'll see. I could see Harley winning. I can't really see Persephone winning. I could see Statlander winning. I could see Amanada winning. So I can't really see Micah winning.
Okay.
So maybe.
Yeah, it would be between Stat, Harley, and Sheeta for me. I don't want to see Stat win another belt.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't think they'll do that right now. But anyways, folks, that is going to do it for AEW Weekly. Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for making our show better. We love talking to you, love getting your opinions, your ideas on angles and news and all that stuff. You really make the show better, and we appreciate it. Antidote, Faz B, Eric Tate, who else? Stephen Chambers. Who am I missing? I'm missing some people I know.
You got Eric Tate, Steven.
Yeah. It was basically those guys, but we all talked a lot to each other. Yeah, it was those guys. Yeah, those four. But anyways, so those of you watching and not commenting, that's cool. If that's what you want to do, that's cool. But feel free, talk to us. We're nice guys. We want to hear your stuff too. That's why we do this. We're not doing it to talk into the vacuum of space. We're doing it to talk to you.
Yeah.
Because one, we think we know a little something, and two, we want to entertain you, and three, we want to hear from you. We want to talk to you. So next time you watch, talk to us.
Yeah, we learn stuff from y'all every day that we talk to y'all.
And Fast B says no Harley. Sorry, switched.
Dang.
Damn. So, folks, that's it for AEW Weekly. Switch, thank you for being here as always.
Already.
AEW Weekly is every Wednesday at 6 o'clock. Next week, we'll be right back here doing the same thing, talking about the week's news, the top 5 rankings, talking about Dynamite and Collision, bone ratings, all that stuff, all AEW. And as I said, sometime tonight or tomorrow, this will be available as an audio-only podcast on Spotify, iTunes, all those places. If you want to listen, if you want to tell friends to listen, or if you want to watch it again, it'll always be up on YouTube, and it'll be up on X on our page for several days after this as well. Folks, we're doing a Dynamite watch-along in 30 minutes from now, 7:55. So I hope we will see you then, and we're gone from now. Everybody, thank you for watching. I'll see you in a little bit, Switch.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Bye, everybody.